From the outside, Ava Miller's life looked perfect. She had a loving husband, a beautiful home, and 10 years of a marriage that everyone around them admired. Daniel Miller was the picture of a devoted partner, charming, successful, and always ready with a smile for the camera. His hand holding Ava's just so. And Ava, she believed in it all. She believed in their shared dreams, their late-night talks, the promises whispered in the dark. She believed that loyalty was an unbreakable bond and that love, once chosen, was forever. She never imagined that betrayal wouldn't arrive with a storm, but would slip in quietly, disguised as overtime, business trips, and tired excuses. It all started small. Daniel began guarding his phone like it held state secrets, angling the screen away from her and taking calls in another room. He'd smile at messages he never explained, always with the same simple excuse: work. Ava wanted to trust him. She told herself she was just overthinking things, that a decade of marriage couldn't be threatened by a few odd behaviors. But intuition doesn't scream, it whispers. And every night Ava lay awake beside him, her intuition was whispering louder and louder. The truth didn't come from a tearful confession. It came folded inside a suit pocket. One quiet Sunday afternoon, Ava was doing laundry, humming softly, lost in the simple routine. As she reached into Daniel's jacket, her fingers brushed against a slip of paper. It was a receipt. Not from a restaurant, not from a store, but from a hotel. Her heart stopped cold. The date was from 3 nights ago, the very night Daniel had claimed he was working late and didn't come home until morning. The charges were for room service, champagne, and 2 breakfasts. Ava sank to the floor, the receipt trembling in her hand. Her chest felt tight, her breath catching in her throat. She wanted to laugh, to deny it, to invent some other plausible explanation, but deep down, she already knew the truth. That night, she didn't confront him. She waited. She watched. She prepared herself the next evening. After Daniel was sound asleep, she gently lifted his phone from the nightstand. Her hands shook as she entered the passcode she had known for years. The messages were all there: photos, voice notes, plans for a future that didn't include her, and her own name, mocked between lies. She doesn't suspect a thing. I wish I had met you first. Soon, everything will change. Ava pressed her hand to her mouth, silencing the sob that threatened to escape. 10 years of loyalty, erased with a few taps on a screen. The following week, Ava followed him. She parked her car across the street from a small boutique hotel, her heart pounding against her ribs as she watched Daniel walk inside, confident, relaxed, completely careless. Minutes later, the other woman arrived. The woman from the messages, young, smiling, and wearing a vibrant red dress. Ava didn't cry. She didn't scream. She simply pressed record on her phone. From a distance, she captured it all: the warm embrace, the easy laughter, the way Daniel kissed her as if Ava had never even existed. That single moment broke her, but in that same moment, it also set her free. Ava didn't go home and confront Daniel. She didn't throw plates or shout accusations. Instead, she smiled. She cooked his favorite meals, asked about his day, and kissed him good night, just like always. Her silence made Daniel careless and comfortable in his deceit. And all the while, Ava was meticulously collecting her evidence. Phone recordings, bank statements, hotel charges, messages saved and backed up. She met quietly with a sharp lawyer, then a financial advisor. While Daniel was busy planning a future without her, Ava was planning her justice. The storm was coming, but this time she would be the one in control. Daniel had always believed Ava was too soft, too emotional, and way too dependent on him. What he never saw was how observant she was, how incredibly smart. During their entire marriage, Ava handled the finances. She knew every single account, every asset, every hidden weakness. And that's where Daniel made his biggest mistake. He completely underestimated the one woman who knew him better than anyone else in the world. Ava chose her moment perfectly. A quiet evening dinner on the table, her voice calm and steady. "Daniel," she said softly, "we need to talk." He just smiled, totally oblivious. "About what?" She slid her phone across the table. "The video, the messages, the hotel receipt." The color drained from Daniel's face. "Ava, I can explain." "No," she interrupted, her voice still gentle. "You've explained enough." He tried everything: apologies, excuses, even tears. But Ava didn't shed a single tear. She simply stood up and said the 5 words that shattered his entire world. "I recorded everything." Daniel moved out that very night. What came next wasn't a dramatic shouting match or some big public scandal. It was quiet. It was legal. It was precise. Ava filed for divorce, and the evidence she had was irrefutable. Accounts were frozen, assets were reviewed, and all of his secrets were exposed. Suddenly, the man who once felt invincible found himself losing everything: his control, his reputation, his stability. The same woman who had comforted him through every hard time now stood across from him in a courtroom, completely unshaken. Daniel's affair couldn't survive the harsh light of reality. The other woman left the second the money dried up. His so-called friends distanced themselves. His job started to suffer as rumors spread like wildfire. And the house, the beautiful house that Ava had lovingly turned into a home, was no longer his. In a brilliant move, Ava bought it, legally, silently, and with her own strength. Months later, Daniel found himself standing at the gate of the house he once ruled. Ava opened the door, looking more confident and calm than he had ever seen her. "I just wanted to talk," he said quietly, his voice weak. Ava looked right past him at the new life she had built for herself. "I'm done talking," she replied, and then she gently closed the door. Ava redecorated the entire house, not to erase the memories, but to reclaim her space. She traveled the world, started her own business, and she smiled again, not because getting revenge healed her, but because finally being free did. Some betrayals destroy you, but others reveal who you were always meant to be. Daniel lost a wife who truly loved him, Ava, on the other hand, gained a life she absolutely deserved. And the real truth, she didn't need revenge. Karma handled the rest.